Okay, so very good morning to all of you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, Sahil, Sanya. Good morning, good morning to all of you. Tell me, are the voice and screen clear? All okay? Reply me yes, no in the chat box. Y or N? Yes, all okay. Good, fine, good. Let everyone join. We'll wait for 1 more minute. Yes, chalo. You just check the notebook and tell me what was the last point that we revised. Hmm? Just give me a second. Average speed, okay. So we revised average speed, all right. We revised average speed, okay, okay, fine. There are different types of speeds, okay, that we are revising now, okay. Out of which one we have revised, which is average speed. And all the type of questions based on the average speed will be based on only one formula. Average स्पीडचे सगळे questions एकाच फॉर्म्युल्यावरती बेस्ड असतील. Okay, what is that formula? Let me write. We were learning types of speed. Out of which first is average speed. First is sir average speed, okay, and the formula is total distance traveled upon total time taken. Total distance traveled, total distance traveled upon total time taken, upon total time taken. That's it. Upon total time taken. Okay, based on this formula itself, all the questions of average speed will get solved. Okay, सगळे average speed ची questions या एका फॉर्म्युल्याने सॉल्व्ह होतात. Okay, sir. Now there is one question, okay, which we yesterday solved by taking some numbers. But instead of taking numbers, now let us take the letters. Okay, let us write the question of average speed itself. The question is something like this. Let me read the question and let me write the question in short here also. Okay, a body covers a distance s1 with the speed v1. So distance s1, and for that speed is v1. Okay, distance s2, a body covers a distance s1 with the speed v1, body covers distance s2 with the speed v2, and the body covers distance s3 with the speed v3. This is the information which is given. Find average speed. Find v average. Here v means speed, not velocity. Okay, average speed is equal to question mark. Okay, now yesterday I took some value for s1, I took some value for v1, I took some value for s2, I took some value for v2. Similarly, I took some value for s3, I took some value for v3. मी s1 s2 s3 आणि v1 v2 v2 आणि v1 v2 v3 साठी बाळांनो काल व्हॅल्यूज घेतल्या होत्या. Yes sir, and we calculated that. Yes, but today we will be writing the formula. Okay sir, chalo, is equal to, by formula total distance traveled will be sir s1 plus s2 plus s3 divided by total time taken. Okay sir, it is t1 plus t2 plus t3. What is the method? Tick mark the given values. Okay, S1, S2, S3 data given. So S1, S2, S3 data is given. Question mark the data which is not given. Time 1 not given. Time 2 not given. Time 3 not given. What is the next step? First step, tick mark the values which are given. Second step, question mark the values which are not given. Third step, find out the question mark values. Fourth step, find out the question mark values. How to find question mark values? Sir, velocity or the rather speed is equal to distance upon time. So we are given the distance data, we are given the speed data. So time data can be calculated like this. Therefore, sir, time is equal to on time on this time on the left hand side, this speed on the right hand side. So time is equal to distance upon speed. Therefore, sir, T1 can be calculated by S1 upon V1. Similarly, sir, T2 can be calculated by S2 upon V2. Let me extend the board. And T3 can be calculated by, sir, S3 upon V3. Okay. Now, we will call this as equation 1 and these set of equations as 2. This entire set of equations as 2. Now, we will put the values of T1, T2, T3. See, we are already given speed and distance data. Distance S1, V1 given, S2, V2 given, S3, V3 given. So from that T1, T2 and T3 can be calculated. So T1 tick mark, T2 tick mark, T3 tick mark. So all the values on the right hand side are now tick marked. So definitely value on the left hand side can be calculated. Reply in the chat box. Convinced? Small c. Convinced? बोला बड़ा नो? Understand the method, the way the physics questions are to be solved. This is going to be the way. Okay, there will be some equation, there will be something given, there will be something not given. Calculate the not given, put the values, get the answer. Okay, sir. So this is going to be the general and the usual method. Okay, now let us put equation 2 in equation 1. What we will get? Sir, average speed is equal to, समझला? Good. Average speed is equal to, समजून घ्या, काही पाठ नाही करायचा बाळांनो. Nothing is to be remembered. Okay, we have to understand it. चलो, S1, S2, S3 sir as it is. S1 plus S2 plus S3 as it is. Sir divided by, yes, divided by. Sir T1, sir T1 is S1 upon V1. Okay, S1 upon V1 plus sir T2. Sir, T2 is S2 upon V2. Time is equal to distance upon speed. S2 upon V2 plus sir T3. Sir, T3 is S3 upon V3. Okay, no problem, no issues. S3 upon V3. That's it. So this is the formula which is given in the notes. Okay, we can derive that as per the need, but basic formula is this. As per the requirement, we can do that. This is the basic formula. This is the basic formula which we will remember. Okay, other things we can do as per the need. Okay, as per the demand of question, we can do that. Okay, sir. Next type of speed that we are going to revise now. Let me take the new whiteboard. Next type of speed, write down. Uniform speed or constant speed. Uniform in bracket constant speed. Okay, sir. Uniform in bracket constant speed. Write down. When object moves along the path, along its path without changing without changing the value of without changing the value of speed. So value of speed will not change. 5 meter per second, 5 meter per second always. It will not change. For all the times it will remain 5 meter per second. Speed has only magnitude. It has no sense of direction. Yes, sir. And that speed is now constant value. Okay, it is not changing. Okay, without changing, without changing the value of the speed, that will remain same. In that case, you will say it a constant speed or uniform speed. Okay, very simple. When object moves along its path without changing the value of speed, we call its speed as uniform speed. Write down. Just keep on making a note. We call we call its speed as we call its speed as constant speed. Okay, sir. We call its speed as constant speed or uniform speed. Okay, sir. Uniform speed. That's it. Full stop. Okay. This is the second type of speed. Okay. Example. A car moving with a constant speed of, now this speed should not change in value. Constant speed of 10 meter per second. A car moving with a constant speed of 10 meter per second. Okay. Now let me draw the path. This is the path on which the car is moving. Okay. On which the car is moving. Okay. This is our car. This is moving on this path. Okay. Direction of its velocity changing, but its speed is constant always. Its speed is always constant. We are nothing to do with direction. Okay. Speed has no sense of direction. Speedचा डायरेक्शनशी काही संबंध नाही. मॅग्निट्यूड ऑफ व्हेलॉसिटी म्हणा किंवा स्पीड म्हणा, कारण व्हेलॉसिटी म्हणजे दोन गोष्टी येतील. एक मॅग्निट्यूड पण येईल, डायरेक्शन पण येईल. त्याचा डायरेक्शनचा विचार करू नका. मग एकच गोष्ट शिल्लक राहील, मॅग्निट्यूड म्हणजेच स्पीड. दॅट स्पीड विल रिमेन कॉन्स्टंट ऑलवेज. That speed should be equal to. Okay. Let me draw the car. This is going to be our car. Okay, and it will move with a constant speed. What is that constant speed? It is 10 meter per second always. Check at any point on the journey. At any point on the journey, if you measure the speed of the car, the speedometer of the car will always show 10 meter per second. In that case, we will say the car is moving with uniform speed or the constant speed. This is the concept of constant speed. Just reply me in the chat box, CW, clear and written. Bolo. First concept we revised yesterday. Second concept, now we are revising. Average speed we revised. Now we revise uniform speed. Very good. Good. Chalo. Next, if you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay. Third type of speed. Third type of speed is a variable speed. Write down variable speed. Okay, sir. In bracket, non-uniform speed or non-constant speed. Okay. Non-uniform speed means non-constant speed. Okay. Now the speed is not constant. Okay. Now the speed is not constant. Okay. So write down when object moves along its path, when object moves along its path, when object moves along its path When object moves along its path while changing its speed, or how shall I write it? कसं लिहू शकतो मी त्याला? When object moves along its path with changing the value of speed, instead of saying without, I should say with with change in with change in value of speed, with change in value of speed, we say its speed is variable speed. Variable means changing, simple thing. Okay, variable means changing, not constant means variable. We say its speed is variable speed. Variable speed. Okay, now let me draw a path. Let's say this is our path. And on this path one car is moving, but it is changing its speed. Every now and then it is changing its speed. सारखं सारखं त्या कारचा स्पीड काय होतोय? चेंज होतोय. Okay, let's say we have a car here. Right now it is moving with a speed of 10 meter per second. Just give me a second, let me erase it, write it properly. Let's say initially it was moving with 10 meter per second. Now when it came here, it decreased its speed to 5 meter per second. Okay, 5 meter per second. Sahil is saying sir range problem ahe. Okay, don't worry Sahil, I am recording it, just don't worry. I am recording it, you will not miss. Okay, you will not miss any content, just don't worry. I am recording it. Okay, is this point clear to everyone? Reply me in the chat box. Variable speed concept. CW, everyone? Good. Okay. Yes. Good. Next बाळांनो आणखीन एक कॉन्सेप्ट आपल्याला व्हेरिएबल स्पीड नंतर आणखीन एक कॉन्सेप्ट रिवाइज करायची आहे, and that concept is the instantaneous speed. Okay. Shall I move on to the next whiteboard? Yes. Chalo. Next, the fourth type of speed that we are going to revise is instantaneous speed at given instance of time. Right now, instantaneous speed. Write down the value of speed at given instance of time, okay, at given instant of time is called instantaneous speed. Okay, the value of speed at given instant of time is called as instantaneous speed. Now when you are driving a car, no sir, we are not driving a car, we are not allowed to drive a car. Why? Because we are not yet 18 years. Tell me yes, no? Do you drive a car? How many of you drive a car? No one. Anyone? Or let me say, when we drive a car, okay, when I am driving a car, it has one speedometer. Yes sir, it has one speedometer. Okay, and that speedometer gives me the value of what? Reply me in the chat box. The speedometer of the car gives me value of what? Reply me in the chat box. Speedometer of the car gives me value of what? Speed. Perfectly fine. Speedometer gives me value of speed. Which kind of speed? Does that speedometer tell me total distance traveled upon total time taken? No. Does that speedometer give me average speed? Definitely no. It gives me instantaneous speed. What is my speed right now? What is my speed right now is called as at this instant. What is my speed? That is called as instantaneous speed. Is the concept of instantaneous speed clear to all of you? Right now, what is my speed? Right now, what is my speed? That value of the speed is called as instantaneous speed. Very good. Very good. So guys, right here, Tanvi said 0. I think she gave the answer to the question. Right now, what is my speed? Huh? Why you wrote 0, Tanvi? I am asking, is the concept of instantaneous speed clear to all of you? Means, what is my value of speed right now? That concept is called as instantaneous speed. It was not a question. Okay. Let's say I am in the car and the speedometer. Speedometer in the car will give me the value of instantaneous speed, exact value of the, or rather, let me say, value of the speed at that instant of time. Okay, value of the speed of the car at that instant of time, that value is called as instantaneous speed. So right here, everyone right here, speedometer of car gives us value of instantaneous speed. Okay, sir. Value of instantaneous speed. Okay. Is the concept of instantaneous speed clear to all of you? Reply in the chat box, clear and written, so that we can write down the formula. CW, we have to write the formula down. Everyone. Good, good, good. Very good. If you have any doubt, you can definitely ask. Okay, no issues. Very good, Aryan. Chalo. Now let us try to write down the formula. Okay, sir. What is the formula for average speed? Sir, the formula for average speed is total distance traveled. Okay. Total distance traveled upon total time taken. Yes, sir. Upon total time taken. Sir, I do not want this value. I do not want the average value. I want instantaneous value. What is my speed right now? Let's say this is the path. On this path, let's say I am moving, and while moving on that path, initially I was at point A. Finally, I will be at point B. I am traveling with a car along this path at different points, at this point, at this point, at this point, at this point. My speeds are different. I know I can find out average value of speed as this total distance traveled. The total distance is, let's say, S or D, whatever you want to write it as. Total distance as S or D, no problem. Total distance upon total time. Okay, upon total time. Or let us write total time as delta T. Okay, time interval is generally written as delta T. This time instance, let us call this time instance as T1. Let us call this time instance as T2. Okay, this time instance minus this time instance will give you the value of time interval. For example, let me draw the timeline. Okay, we have already did this. See, let me draw the timeline. Time on this axis. Let's say time equal to 0, instance is here. Time is equal to 1, instance is here. Time is equal to 2, instance is here. Time is equal to 3, instance is here. Then what is the total time of journey? Reply me in the chat box. What is the total time of journey? I started when time was t1, which is equal to 1. I ended when time was equal to 3. I stopped when time was equal to 3. This is time instant. One time equal to 1 is a time instant. Time equal to 3 is a time instant. So starting time instant is 1. And time instant when the motion stop is 3. So what is time interval? What is the time required for the journey? Very good. This value minus this value. This is called as time interval. Okay, sir. So we have a clock. Okay. I started my journey when the clock showed 1 second. I stopped my journey when clock showed 3 seconds. So first time instance when the journey started is equal to t equal to 1, and the second time instance when the journey stopped was 3 seconds. Okay, म्हणजे बाळांनो टाइम इंटरवल ची व्हॅल्यू किती आली 2 सेकंड. ओके, टाइम इंटरवल फॉर द मोशन इज 2 सेकंड. Okay, sir, time interval for the motion is 2 seconds, and in that time interval some distance has been covered. Okay. Let me call that distance as delta s. Okay, let me call that distance as delta s. Okay, now just like timeline, let me draw position. Let me draw a line for the positions. Okay, sir, try to understand. Let me draw the positions. Let's say this position is called as 0 position. Let's say this position is called as S1 position. Okay, let's say this position is called as S2 position. Let's say this position is called as S2 position. Just give me a second. This position is called as, let's say, S2 position. Then change in position is this. This is going to be our change in position, or the distance between the two positions. This is going to be the distance between the two positions. Okay, so that will be called as delta s. That will be called as delta s. Okay, just like this time instance minus this time instance will be called as time interval. Just like that, final position and initial position you have to check, and then you have to find out the distance traveled between these two positions. Okay, then you have to find out distance traveled between those two positions. Okay, sir. But sir, this is total distance traveled upon total time taken gives me average value for the speed. Average value of speed. Okay, during entire journey, it gives me average value of speed during entire journey. But sir, I want value of speed right now. I started at point A, I ended at point B. Sir, that I know, but when I was here, I want to find out the value of speed. In that case, sir, what to do? Let us do that on the next page. Sure, try to understand. This is my journey. I started at point A. This is the path. Okay, on this path I am moving. I ended at point B. Okay, sir. Let us draw the timeline. You also draw again. Okay, you also draw all the things once again. Let us draw the timeline. When particle was at point A, let us say that time instance is now, instead of saying 1, let us write it as time instance was t1. Finally, when the particle was at point B, the time instance was t2. Okay, now let us draw the positions also. Let us draw the positions also. Let us consider only one dimensional motion only. Okay, let us consider for time being only one dimensional motion, because we are trying to understand the things. We will keep them simple. Okay, fine. When the particle was at point A, its initial position is S1. When the particle is at point B, its final position is S2. If we find this difference between these two time instances, T2 minus T1, we will get time interval. If we find position difference S2 minus S1, the distance between these two positions, if we find out, that will give us distance of point A from the point B, or distance between points A and B. So that will give us total distance traveled upon total time taken. But sir, I do not want the speed of the entire journey AB. I do not want the speed of entire journey AB. That will give me average speed. Let me give you one idea. Let's say I want speed at this point. When I am at this point, I want my speed at this point. What is my speed at this point? When my car is at this location, what is my speed? So that will be called as instantaneous speed. But sir, how to find? Very simple. Let me bring this point A here. Okay, sir. Let me bring this point B here. Okay, sir. But sir, still that will give me total distance traveled between the point A and B divided by total time taken. Again, it will give me average speed. Okay, let me bring this point A here. Let me bring this point A here. Okay, I brought initially point A here and B here. But sir, still it will give me total distance traveled upon total time taken. I want speed when the particle has this at this position, not at this and at this. Okay, so let me bring the point A closer. आता तो point A जो आहे तो आणखीन जरासा जवळ आणूया. Okay, point B जो आहे तो आणखीन जरासा जवळ आणूया. But sir, still I do not want the time interval of this journey. या A to B च्या जर्नीचा टाइम इन्स्टन्स मला स्पीड नको आहे सर. A to B जर्नीचा टाइम किंवा स्पीड मला नको आहे सर. मला पार्टिकल इथं असताना स्पीड पाहिजे. A ला अजून जवळ आणा बाळांनो. Let us bring A here. Let us bring B here. Sir, still I am getting average speed of this journey. I want speed at this time instance, or speed when the particle is here, not for the entire journey. Speed for the entire journey is average speed. Okay, sir. I want what is my speed right now? Let us bring the point A closer. Let us bring point B closer. Now it will give you time interval of this journey, distance of this journey, and speed for this journey. Now it will give you speed for this journey. Okay, so what if I bring this point A and point B very close to this given point? There comes the logic. There comes the logic. Let me draw it once again now. बघा हळूहळू तुमच्या लक्षात येईल. This is my given point. Now I have brought point A here and point B here. They are very close to this point, given point. Point A and point B are very close to given point. Now that will give me what? Reply me in the chat box. That will give me what? Reply me in the chat box. Average speed or instantaneous speed? Speed at that instance or average speed? Very good. Now sir, point A and point B are very close to given point. So now if you find out distance between points AB, it's a very small distance. It's a very small distance because point A and B both are very close to given point. So this distance between points A and B is very small. A very small distance is called as ds. A very small distance between the points A and B is called as ds. Okay. Okay, a very small time interval. Okay, a very small time interval will be called as dt. A very small distance or the displacement, no issues, is called as ds. Okay, so this time instance was e1, this time instance was e2, this time instance is any general time instance t. So at time instance equal to t, when the particle was at this position, if I find very small distance ds divided by very small time dt, I get instantaneous speed. Reply me in the chat box, yes or no. Concept of instantaneous speed. I have to bring this point A and B very close to this given point. बोला बाळांनो. आली की नाही मजा? Enjoyed it? Good. Okay sir, म्हणून फॉर्म्युला असा लिहितात लोक. Yes. Therefore people generally write the formula of instantaneous speed like ds upon dt. Very small distance traveled upon very small time taken. So at given point, check what is the very small distance traveled ds divided by very small time required dt and get the answer. Just reply me clear and written everyone. If you have any doubt you can ask. Okay, chalo everyone reply me in the chat box. Clear and written everyone. Got this concept of instantaneous speed? What is my speed right now means instantaneous speed. Good, very good. Very good. Now let me show you the previous page. So very small distance is how much? It's negligibly small. It is tending to zero. That distance is tending to zero. That distance is tending to zero. Okay. Okay, Prithvi. So this total distance is what? Delta S. This total distance is what? Delta S. This total time is what? Delta T. We want that delta S, that total distance delta S, to be very small. Okay, then we call that very small distance as ds. The time interval, this t2 minus t1, is a total time interval delta t, is a big time interval delta t. It is a big time interval delta t. No, we want at given time instance t a very small time interval dt. Okay, that bigger time interval we want a we want to make it very small. Only then we will get instantaneous speed. Okay, don't worry, we are going to solve examples on this, so just don't worry. Fine. Now let us revise the next concept and its types. Next concept is of velocity, speed, and its all the types. Clear? Okay. Next is velocity. Just give me a second. Next is velocity. Next is velocity. How it is defined? It is defined as displacement upon time and not distance upon time. It is displacement upon time. Yes, sir. We already know it. It's a vector quantity and all those things that we already know. Okay. They have also written it like this. Displacement, they have also written it like this. Distance traveled in given direction means distance plus direction. Of course, distance having, if you are going to assign the sense of direction, जर तुम्ही sense of direction add करत असाल तर तुम्हाला डिस्प्लेसमेंट मिळणार. डिस्टन्स ट्रॅव्हल्ड, just write down the definition, in given direction. Okay sir, distance traveled in given direction divided by time. Distance traveled in given direction divided by time is also called as displacement. Yes, that concept you already know. If this is the path, initial point is A here, final point is B here, then to find out velocity, no need of this distance. No, we have to find distance traveled in the direction AB. We have to find distance traveled in the direction AB. Okay. Let's say this total path length is equal to S1 and this total path length is equal to S2. Then velocity will be equal to, magnitude of velocity is equal to S2 upon T. Total distance upon total time required. Okay, time required to move from point A to B is, let's say, T. So if you want to find out velocity, even though the particle is moving like this, we will not take this total distance because it will be because it is not the smallest possible distance. The smallest possible distance is a straight line distance. That straight line distance is S2. So distance traveled in particular direction. Direction is A to B. Here the direction is changing. Okay, here during the motion direction is changing. No, we do not want that. आपल्याला ते नको आहे. आपल्याला काय पाहिजे? Distance traveled in given direction, that is S2 divided by time. This will give us what? This will give us velocity. And if you want to find out the speed or the average speed, we have to take which distance? We have to take this distance, because total distance traveled, okay, while calculating speed, we have to take this path length. Okay, reply me in the chat box, clear and written, so that we can learn the types of velocity. All these things you have already learned. We are just revising those things and seeing the minute details. Okay, so that we do not do any conceptual mistake. We are refining the concepts. Just reply me CW. मुलांना reply करा CW. एवढं लिहून घ्या आणि म्हणजे टाइप्स ऑफ वेलॉसिटीला रिवाइज करता येईल आपल्याला. Good, very good. How much time we have? It's 8:50 now. All right. Okay, okay. Now write down along with me types of velocity. Types of velocity. What are the types of velocity? First type. Write down uniform velocity. Uniform velocity, in bracket constant velocity, in bracket constant velocity. When to say velocity as uniform, when to say velocity as constant velocity? Write down when the magnitude, just keep on writing, and direction, when the magnitude and direction of velocity of particle, when the magnitude and direction of velocity of particle, just keep on writing, we will discuss, are not changing, we call velocity as uniform velocity. We call its velocity as uniform velocity. Velocity should not change in magnitude, velocity should not change in direction. We call its velocity as uniform velocity. Okay. Just reply me written, write it and reply me W. Then we will discuss this definition also. झालं का बघा लिहून? What is uniform velocity or what is the constant velocity? When the magnitude and direction of velocity of the particle are not changing, then we call its velocity as uniform velocity. So underline the word magnitude of velocity, direction of velocity. Okay, magnitude, direction. These are not changing. Underline these three words. Okay. हाँ साहिल rejoin कर, no issues, rejoin कर. नेटवर्क इश्यू आहे का? चालेल रिजॉइन कर, नो इश्यूज. आणि मी रेकॉर्ड करतोय बा, जस्ट डोंट वरी. ओके, इवन इफ देयर इज नेटवर्क इश्यू आफ्टर रिजॉइन यू विल गेट ऑल द रेकॉर्डिंग, जस्ट डोंट वरी. फाईन. बघा बाळांनो, मी काय म्हणतोय, मॅग्निट्यूड कॉन्स्टंट राहिलाच पाहिजे, डायरेक्शन कॉन्स्टंट राहिलीच पाहिजे, नॉट चेंजिंग ना. म्हणजे काय, सपोज अ पार्टिकल इज मूव्हिंग इन दी राईटवर्ड डिरेक्शन. ओके, डायरेक्शन फिक्स राईटवर्ड with a velocity having magnitude equal to 10 meter per second. When the particle is here, its direction rightward, magnitude 10 meter per second. When the particle is here, direction rightward, speed 10 meter per second. When the particle is here, direction rightward, speed 10 meter per second. So if this condition is satisfied, only then the velocity is called as uniform velocity. आता रिप्लाय करा बाळांनो, स्मॉल सी, कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ युनिफॉर्म वेलोसिटी. Magnitude always constant, 10 meter per second, 10 meter per second, 10 meter per second. Direction always constant, rightward, rightward, rightward. Maybe upward, upward, upward. Maybe leftward, leftward, leftward. Direction constant, should not change. Magnitude should not change. Why I am saying direction as well as magnitude? Because sir, velocity has both magnitude and direction. It's a vector quantity, and to keep the velocity constant, we have to keep both the things constant, magnitude as well as direction. If you want a vector quantity to keep constant, एखादी वेक्टर क्वांटिटी जर बाळांनो कॉन्स्टंट ठेवायची असेल तर मॅग्निट्यूड पण कॉन्स्टंट ठेवावा लागतो आणि डायरेक्शन पण कॉन्स्टंट ठेवावी लागते. वी हॅव टू कीप द मॅग्निट्यूड कॉन्स्टंट as well as the direction constant. Okay, if you want to keep a vector as a constant. Okay, sir. But to keep scalar as a constant, only magnitude constant, because scalar has no direction. Scalar quantities ला डायरेक्शन असत नाही. मग त्यावेळी आपण काय करतो, आपण फक्त मॅग्निट्यूड कॉन्स्टंट ठेवतो. कॉन्स्टंट म्हणजेच युनिफॉर्म. ओके, कॉन्स्टंट म्हणजेच युनिफॉर्म. फाइन सर. Next type of velocity, non-uniform velocity. Write down. Keep on making a note. All these notes will help you to understand the basics of physics. Okay. Non-uniform velocity. When the object or the body, when the object changes magnitude, when the object changes magnitude or direction. See how the definition is being written. When the object changes magnitude or direction or both. When the object changes magnitude, direction or both means both magnitude and direction, both magnitude and direction, bracket complete, of velocity, magnitude of velocity, direction of velocity, or both magnitude and direction of velocity. If the object changes magnitude of velocity, direction of velocity, or both magnitude and direction of velocity, we call its velocity as non-uniform velocity, because vector will not remain constant if its magnitude changes. Vector will not remain constant if its direction changes, or vector will not remain constant if both magnitude and direction changes. Okay, sir. So when the object changes the magnitude of velocity or direction of velocity or both magnitude and direction of velocity, we call its velocity as non-uniform velocity. Okay, okay, okay. Try to understand. जेव्हा व्हेलॉसिटीचा मॅग्निट्यूड बदलतो किंवा डायरेक्शन बदलते किंवा दोन्ही बदलतं, तेव्हा काय म्हणायचं असतं? तेव्हा त्या व्हेलॉसिटीला काय म्हणायचं असतं? नॉन युनिफॉर्म व्हेलॉसिटी म्हणायचं असतं. इज दॅट क्लिअर? रिप्लाय इन दी चॅट बॉक्स. व्हेन टू कॉल व्हेलॉसिटी एज नॉन युनिफॉर्म? मॅग्निट्यूड बदलला किंवा नुसती डायरेक्शन बदलली, नुसता मॅग्निट्यूड बदलला किंवा दोन्ही बदललं. एक्झाम्पल बघा, आपण डायरेक्शन नको बदलायला. लेट अस नॉट चेंज द डायरेक्शन. ओके, डायरेक्शन सेम आहे. आता मॅग्निट्यूड बदलतोय बघा, डायरेक्शन राईटवर्ड, इथं स्पीड आहे. स्पीड म्हणजेच मॅग्निट्यूड ऑफ व्हेलॉसिटी. डायरेक्शन राईटवर्ड 10 मीटर पर सेकंड आहे. इथं इथे किती आहे? 5 मीटर पर सेकंड आहे. सर मॅग्निट्यूड बदलला, व्हेलॉसिटी नॉट कॉन्स्टंट. व्हेलॉसिटी नॉट कॉन्स्टंट. आता काय करूया? आता पाथ असा घेऊया, पाथ असा घेऊया. ओके, here velocity is 10 meter per second, but in this direction, sir, here velocity is again 10 meter per second, but sir direction is changing. Initially it is like this in this direction, and now it is rightward. Okay, so direction of velocity is changing. So this is the example of changing magnitude. This is the example of changing direction. Magnitude is 10, magnitude is 10. Direction is like this, and here the direction is like this, rightward. Okay, so here direction is changing, magnitude is constant. And in the first example, direction is always rightward. Direction is always rightward, but sir, magnitude is changing. Both of these are the examples of non-uniform velocity. And suppose if both of them are changing, suppose if both of them are changing, here the velocity has magnitude as 10 meter per second, and here direction is changing. It is not going continuously like this. It is not going continuously like this. It is changing its direction. So here its direction is at this point, the direction is like this. You have to draw the tangent. You have to draw the tangent to get the direction of velocity. Okay, and here the velocity is, let's say, 5 meter per second. So both magnitude and direction are changed here. So these are the examples of non-uniform velocity. Okay guys, reply me everyone in the chat box, clear and written. CW. Bola. CW, clear and written. Very good. Check kara. Non-uniform velocity. Very good. Very good. Done. Nice. Good. Fine. Now all these things shall become very, very easy for you. Okay. So let me write one more thing, one more type of velocity. Next, average velocity. Okay. How to find average velocity? Very simple, sir. Average velocity. Just like average speed, total distance upon total time, we have to write average velocity as displacement upon time. We have to write displacement. Okay, the formula that we wrote initially was for actually average velocity. It is displacement upon time required. Displacement upon time required, that's called as average velocity. Okay, it's a very simple formula. This we already know. Okay, this we already know. We just wrote it here. Okay, we just wrote it here. This formula of velocity is actually for average velocity itself. Okay, find out initial position, find out final position, just check the displacement. Sir, this is distance, actual path length is distance, and the shortest path length is displacement. write down that displacement upon time or time required, you will get the average velocity. That's it. That's it. Okay, so this we already know. Okay, let us write the final type of velocity as instantaneous velocity. Instantaneous velocity, just like instantaneous speed. Now all of us already know the concept of instantaneous speed. Oh, I wrote again speed. I should have written velocity. आता आपल्या सगळ्यांना ऑलरेडी इन्स्टंटेनियस व्हेलॉसिटीची इन्स्टंटेनियस स्पीडची कॉन्सेप्ट माहित आहे. ओके, इन्स्टंटेनियस स्पीडची कॉन्सेप्ट आपल्याला माहित आहे. ऍट गिवन टाइम इन्स्टन्स, आत्ता आत्ता माझा स्पीड किती आहे म्हणजे इन्स्टंटेनियस स्पीड. अरे मग आत्ता माझ्या व्हेलॉसिटीची डायरेक्शन काय आहे ते पण बघा. म्हणजे काय बघा, the value of velocity, just write down, we will discuss the value of velocity at given instant of time. At given instant of time, value of velocity at given instant of time is called instantaneous velocity. Is called as instantaneous velocity. आता instantaneous speed म्हणजे तर तुम्हाला माहिती आहे. instantaneous speed कसा काढला असता. instantaneous speed काढायला सर very small distance traveled at given instance of time divided by very small time interval dt, ds upon dt केला असतं सर. बर, मग बाळांनो instantaneous स्पीड काढता येतोय ना, मग फक्त चेक करा की डायरेक्शन ऑफ मोशन काय आहे. मग काय चेक करा, डायरेक्शन ऑफ मोशन काय आहे. डायरेक्शन ऑफ मोशन कळाली की तुम्हाला वेक्टर मिळेल. डायरेक्शन ऑफ मोशन कळाली की तुम्हाला काय मिळेल, वेक्टर मिळेल. जस्ट लाईक very small distance upon time, now this ds bar is very small displacement upon time. Instead of saying total displacement or displacement, now we will say very small displacement divided by very small time required. That will give us instantaneous velocity. Is this concept clear to you? Is the last statement clear to you? शेवटचं स्टेटमेंट बाळांनो क्लिअर झालं का बघा. Instead of saying very small distance, now say very small displacement. Current small distance upon small time will give instantaneous speed. Now we want instantaneous velocity. आपल्याला स्पीड नको आहे, velocity पाहिजे. मग इथं काय म्हणावं लागेल, डिस्टन्स म्हणून नाही चालणार, डिस्प्लेसमेंट म्हणावं लागेल. बघा जमलं का. Everyone replying in the chat box, is this concept clear to all of you? Today we have revised so many types of speeds and velocity. Okay, so all the things taught in today's lecture clear to all of you guys. Average, instantaneous, those concepts. Today's lecture is dedicated for that only, understanding the meaning of uniform, non-uniform, average and instantaneous. Uniform, non-uniform, average and instantaneous. याचं मीनिंग समजून घेण्यासाठी आपण आजचं लेक्चर बाळांनो डेडिकेट केलेलं आहे. ओके, पहिल्यांदा या गोष्टी सगळ्या क्लिअर करून घेऊयात. ओके, डिस्कस करून या सगळ्या गोष्टी त्यांचं मीनिंग क्लिअर करून घेऊयात. ओके, आणि मग क्वेश्चन सॉल्व्ह करू. ओके, क्वेश्चन सॉल्व्ह करणं सोपं असतं. ओके, so chalo guys, in this lecture we are going to stop at this point. Have a very nice day. Chalo, bye bye everyone. Let me end this lecture at this point. You have next lecture to join also. Okay, chalo guys, bye bye. Yes, bye. Chalo. Yes, bye bye. Take care.